scheduled programming for the following sports special on the PCSRA Radio Network and the Blue Hedgehog TV. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by the authority of the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association for the private use of our audience. Any reproduction, rebroadcast, retransmission, or other disseminations or the use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts of this show without the express written consent of the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association is prohibited. On the PCSRA Sports Network from Learfield, welcome to the PCSRA Weekly Show. It's brought to you by Brahms Ice Cream and Dairy Stores. For over 51 years, it is the proud sponsor of the PCSRA Weekly Show. The PCSRA Weekly Show broadcast is also brought to you by Budweiser, Love's Travel Stops, iHeartMedia, The Oklahoman, Newcastle Casino, Devon Energy, Sonic, and by the Oklahoma Highway Safety Office, where we encourage you fans that together we can end DUI. Now, with the call of today's PCSRA Weekly Show from the Blue Hedgehog Studios in War Acres, Oklahoma, here is your host, the voice of the PCSRA, Danielle Voiles. And hello and good afternoon and welcome to the PCSRA Weekly Show. As the PCSRA Weekly Show broadcast is on the air here on the PCSRA Radio Network, the Blue Hedgehog TV, and on the iHeartRadio app, presented by Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. Daniel Voles here in our PCSRA studios. Brad Lewis taking care of the controls back in LA, as it's another weekly show edition here for the PCSRA Weekly Show here on this September 9th, 2019. Just glad to be with you guys for another week, as we are really excited to get this party started, and it's going to be an amazing show here on this channel. So, if my freaking speaker wants to cooperate, give me 1 second. There we go. Before I introduce the panelists, let me go through a few announcements. First announcement is that Wednesday I'm going to be not on YouTube, because I will be at the hospital for Mother, because Mother asked me to go meet with her. I have to take Mother to go do her test at Bath this Wednesday, so I will not be doing anything for my channel as far as that's concerned. I might use that day for recording, but that depends on how long I'm going to be at Bathurst. So that's something I do not yet know how that's going to affect, but we'll just have to wait and see as far as that is concerned. The second thing is the F1 2019 career mode. I have not even haven't done the second half of that. I might do it tomorrow, because I have gotten some things I need to take care of as far as that is concerned, because it's really important for me to just take care of that as far. So F1 2019 Canada, that will be continuing tomorrow. Not sure when I will do France, but we'll just have to wait and see as far as that is concerned. So, trying to see if any of our announcements. I just pinged everybody and said we are live, but for whatever reason, we are not live. I do not know why we are not live. But anyway, we'll be in the weekly show server. We're gonna go alternating back and forth between Great Lakes' server and my server, so we'll be going back to back. So yeah, let me tell Army we're live. Cody just went back, had one more class to go, so I'm just letting everybody know we are live. Until we get some panelists to come in here, I'm just going to go ahead and give you guys an update on one specific driver. And that one specific driver, if I can find it. Oh, here it is. While we're waiting for our panelists to join me for the weekly show in my server. We'll be in my server this week. We'll be in Great Lakes next week. We're going to just alternate back and forth. But anyway, let me get right to giving you guys an update on Juan Manuel Carrera. Now, I mentioned this on the weekly show. He was taken to a local hospital because of what happened to... that he was involved in that fatal accident with Antoine Hubert at Spa. Juan Carlos and Maria Carrera both released the following statement about their son. First of all, on behalf of our son, we wish to thank everyone within and outside the motorsports community for the wonderful and caring get well wishes that we have received, as well as messages for a speedy recovery. We are confident that Juan Manuel will review them all himself once he is back in charge of his social media accounts. Honoring our son straight to the point and honest that characterize him, we wish to update you on the status of his injuries and physical condition. As time progresses, new compilations have surfaced as a consequence of the massive impact he suffered Saturday in Belgium. On his arrival to London, Juan Manuel was diagnosed with acute respiratory distress syndrome. This is an injury considered common in a high-impact accident such as this one. Unfortunately, this injury results in Juan Manuel falling into acute respiratory failure. Yikes. Juan Manuel is currently in an intensive care unit that specializes in respiratory injuries. At this point right now, he is in an inducted state of unconsciousness and under ECMO support. Juan Manuel is in critical but stable condition. We are confident that our son will surprise us like he always does with his tremendous fighting, will, and strength, and will recover completely. At this time, we kindly request that our privacy and space be respected. As a family, we need to pull together and be 100% there for Juan Manuel. Maria and I wish to take this opportunity to give our condolences to the Hubert family for their loss. Our hearts are broken, and we can only imagine the pain this loss has brought them, end quote. I would definitely want to send our deepest sympathies to the family as far as that is concerned. So, yeah. And we have one panelist, and joining me is Zachary Taylor, which I'm going to fix his username. Why is Taylor not speaking? There. Taylor, you're supposed to speak. Hang on one second. Oh, that's why. I'm muted. So, anyway, let's try that again. Joining me is Zachary Taylor. I just derped. Good job, me. Oh my god, laughing my ass off. You know, you remind me of the fact of you smacking Orman with a cowboy hat. Oh man. So, if you weren't reading the statement, that was, so Juan Manuel, in other words, is in critical but stable condition. What are your thoughts on that, Taylor, on his injury, that he's now critical but stable condition? I think we can all agree that he is done for the year. I can tell you that for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But we definitely wish him in a recovery, but that's good to see he's in stable condition, if you ask me. Today's episode of the PCSRA Weekly Show, presented by Rocky Warriors by Quicken Loans, as, by the way, Greg made a derp. because Taylor never roasted you, so good job. So today's episode, we're going to recap the Indianapolis and Monza weekend. We're actually going to talk about that frightening accident that happened in the F3 race. We'll talk about that shortly. We'll give you some news and notes in today's NR report, get you caught up on some news and notes that took place. Then we'll go through the breaking news stories, paint scheme preview, sports news, if any. We'll give you an update on the PCSRA injury report, even though for like the Elite Series drivers. And then we will look ahead to Auckland, Laguna Seca, which by the way will be on next week's show for IndyCar. Las Vegas and Nürburgring. Auckland, Las Vegas, and Nürburgring are the only predictions that will count for us panelists for this week's show. So, with that all said and done, let's jump right into the weekly show. First, talking about that frightening accident at Monza. We're going to start off with Monza first. What can I say? That was really one of the most frightening accidents I've ever seen as far as that's concerned. Which actually I have an update to give you guys. Anthony no, that's the Belgium accident. I'm trying to figure out who is it? Alex Peroni had a very frightening accident. Nice derp, Nice derp, Greg. He misspelled smacks. So that's a dirt point. So, Alex Peroni in the F3 race ran wide going through the Parabolica. He hit the sausage curb so hard the car launched into the air. It went flying while singing "I Believe I Can Fly" before it slammed onto the tire barrier and bounced into the catch fence on the outside of the circuit. The good news is he climbed out of the car under his own power and was taken to the medical center. But he went to go to the hospital for more tests as a precautionary move. He did not participate in the in race 2 yesterday. That was probably a scary wreck. Would you agree, Taylor?
Yeah, that was a pretty bad, scary wreck.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this. I've seen wrecks so weird this year. Never ever have I seen a car hit the sausage curb going through the Parabolica, fly in the air like they're singing "I Believe I Can Fly," and yeah.
What? You just gave me an idea.
Oh, wonderful bunnies.
I'm gonna do it in your YouTube chat.
The YouTuber equals derping grandpa. Yeah, that one is accepted. But it was really scary, but I'm so glad he climbed out of the car, and that is the reason why we need the halo there. Accepted. Taylor, said Cody. Yeah, he's gonna kill you for that, Taylor.
He's gonna kill me for what I was just thinking of.
Yeah. But, as a result, they had a 10-minute delay to remove the sausage curb to the start of Free Practice 3, which is good testament to the safety of these cars as far as that's concerned. Now to the Monza Grand Prix, the Italian Grand Prix to be exact, at Monza. Race was really interesting. A lot of different strategies. Everybody was really expecting a good race, which that's what we got. Early in the going, Sebastian Vettel going through the Ascari chicane, lost control of his car. He spun out. Then when he tried to get going, he clips Lance Stroll, which spun Lance Stroll out. And then Lance Stroll, not paying any attention, pushes Pierre Gasly off the track because Gasly was trying to avoid Stroll. Sebastian Vettel was slapped with a 10-second penalty. Stroll received a drive-through penalty for dangerous driving. And then, during a cycle of stops, Carlos Sainz crew did not tighten the right front tire, so unfortunately for them, they had to retire the car. Then Danny Kvyat, coming out of the Relifidio chicane, apparently lost an engine on his Toro Rosso Honda. He had to pull off to the track, which brought out the virtual safety car. Kevin Magnussen had to go to had to be taken to the garage for a hydraulics issue. His race was done. At the end of the day, it came down. Nice dirt, Greg. At the end of the day, it came down to a very interesting battle. The Mercedes drivers were trying so dang hard, but to no prevail, and Charles Leclerc, for the second week in a row, took home the checker flag at Monza. So the top 10 was... Wait, what?
Oh, what is X7?
Hi, Alex. So, the top 10 results for the F1 race goes as follows. Charles Leclerc, the winner. Valtteri Bottas, second. Lewis Hamilton, third. Daniel Ricciardo, fourth. That is, I believe, Ricciardo's best finish ever since he's gone to Renault. Good job for him. Nico Hülkenberg, fifth. Alex Albon, sixth. That is another good result for Alex Albon. Sergio Perez, seventh. Max Verstappen, who has started the back because of an engine penalty, he came home in eighth. He was the last car on the lead lap. Antonio Giovinazzi finished ninth. He was the first car lap down. Nice race for him and in front of his home crowd. And Lando Norris completes the top 10 for McLaren. McLaren was hoping for a better day, but that didn't happen, if you ask me. Then we went to the Xfinity Series race at Indianapolis. Unfortunately, I didn't get to watch the Xfinity race because I had to work, but I'll explain how it went down. I don't know how to say it. First yellow, Austin Dillon had a fuel pump issue. Unfortunately, his car came to a halt. That brought out the first yellow, which the issue was actually terminal, so they took his car to the garage. That's a shame for Austin Dillon. Then David Starr blew his engine, dropped fluid down on the back straightaway. That brought out a yellow flag. The rest of stage 1 was really calm and collective. It was won by Brandon Jones. Then the other Brandon Brown, going into turn 3, got out of the groove a little bit, lost control, spun and backed his Chevrolet into the wall. Miraculously, he continued on. Nothing really happened much in stage number 2. That was won by Justin Allgaier, not Justin Allgaier, Cody Smart. Then John Hunter Nemechek apparently had a tire go down or something. Hit the wall going into turn 1. His day was done. Then Austin Cindric and Brandon Jones got together in turn 3, which they spun out. Didn't hit anything. They continued on. And then two of the big 3 drivers, Tyler Reddick and Christopher Bell, were battling for the lead. Christopher Bell got loose, took Tyler Reddick both hard into the safer barrier. You know what, Alex? I will accept that. Both Christopher Bell and Tyler Reddick hit the wall very hard, but thank goodness for the safer barriers. That brought out a red flag. The rest of the race was pretty good, was okay when I watched the highlights. But at the end of the day, unfortunately, it ended on a very pathetic note as the crybaby, the Candyman, Kyle Busch, for the final time, wins the Xfinity race. In combos. I guess he needs to go date a combos girl. That's what Kyle Busch needs to do. So the top 10 results for the Xfinity Series race is this. Kyle Busch unfortunately wins. Justin Allgaier second, Noah Gragson third, Jeb Burton. Nice run for Jeb, getting a 4th place finish. Justin Haley 5th. Brandon Jones 6th. Cole Custer 7th. Chase Briscoe 8th. How about a shout out to Austin Hill making his Xfinity debut in his 2nd attempt because he failed to qualify at Daytona. He got 9th, and Ryan C. completed top 10. Few more shout-outs. Jeremy Clements, 11th. Garrett Smithley, 14th. 13th for Gray Golding. Ronnie Bassett, 15th. Josh Williams, 17th. Stephen Parsons got 19th. Nice run for those drivers that we normally don't talk about as far as that's concerned. Then we went to the Cup Series race. I didn't watch the Cup race because I was watching pro football, so don't hate me on that. We had a yellow for fluid on the track as far as that's concerned. The first actual incident, Landon Castle, I think, cut a tire down. He slammed the turn 1 wall so hard it bent the roof of his car, which that was a shame if you ask me. Then Eric Jones got loose, took out Brad Keselowski. Both went in the wall. Keselowski hit the tire wall so hard he was having car sex with the tire wall after hitting it so hard and landing on its side. Which, by the way, that brought out a red flag and ended stage 1, which was won by Joey Logano. When the race finally did get underway, stage 2, Kyle Busch, who was going for his 3rd win, lost an engine down the back straightaway, dropped a lot of fluid. Oh no, not Cookie Monster. What's he doing here on the weekly show? Don't ask me, right? But Kyle Busch's engine grenaded. He had to stop on pit road. That brought out a yellow. Then we had a debris caution that was in 4 different areas. Oh, Joyland. Which that ended the stage. That was won by Kevin Harvick, surprisingly. Okay then, YouTuber. Oh no, Elmo's here. Oh no, my son's gonna go nuts. Blue Junior, that is. Then we had the big one. Jimmy Johnson got loose under William Byron. Johnson went around, collected Kurt Busch, Paul Menard, the 37 of Chris Buescher, the 8 of Daniel Hemrick, the 96 of Parker Kligerman, the 36 of Matt Tiff. Johnson was done, and that was his championship hopes done, and a streak of making the playoffs every season came to an end as far as that's concerned. Then Kyle Larson got loose coming off turn 2. He hit the inside wall with the left front, so that was not good. Then Alex Bowman lost control off turn number 2, got the inside wall just a little bit, got a little bit of damage. And then the final caution of the race was Matt Tiff getting turned by Daniel Suarez, and the 36 backed his Ford Mustang into the wall. And there was nobody to stop Kevin Harvick, and Kevin Harvick wins the Brickyard 400 in dominant force. So the top 10 results for the Cup race was as follows. Kevin Harvick, the winner. Joey Logano, 2nd. Bubba Wallace, 3rd. Nice career finish for him. William Byron, 4th. Clint Bowyer, 5th. Denny Hamlin, 6th. Ryan Blaney, 7th. Ryan Newman finished 8th. I got the 2 Ryans mixed up, sorry. Chase Elliott, 9th, and Paul Menard, nice rebound to come home in 10th. But it was not enough as Ryan Newman and Clint Bowyer get in the playoffs. Daniel Suarez is out. So now, Taylor, I turn over to you, and I ask you, what were your thoughts on Indianapolis and Monza?
Good racing happened. It got a little crazy at times, and it was some pretty wild racing and children.
Good racing and children. Nice one, Taylor.
Anyway, getting back to my thoughts. Some good racing happened, and some competitive racing happened, and overall, I think it was as far as the racing goes, I think it was a pretty good weekend, but no doubt, just like you were mentioning a little bit ago, no doubt, everybody that
Yeah. By the way, hi Elijah. He's asking what is Elmo doing here on the weekly show. Like, I don't know. Anyway, let's get into the, but first I need to take care of something important for, college football smash picks, So while I'm doing that, Taylor, let me give you a chance to say who was your driver of the day for F1 and for F1 Xfinity and Cup.
Oh man. Well, I'm still kind of big on my F1, so I guess I'll do a NASCAR one first. For Xfinity, I'm going to have to give it to Austin Hill. I mean, he did a great job in his first ever Xfinity race since he failed to make the Daytona race. So I'm going to have to give that to Austin Hill. Even though we did see some other underdogs that we normally don't see up finishing up in the top 20, but they did a good job too. But I'm going to have to give it to Austin Hill for Xfinity. For Cup, okay, this is going to be probably surprising what I'm going to say here. But I'm going to have to give it to Chase Elliott. And for F1, I'm going to have to give it to the winner, Charles Leclerc.
Yeah. For me, for F1, I'm gonna say Charles Leclerc is the driver of the day. I mean, he really drove a very good race as far as that's concerned. Xfinity, I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna take Austin Hill. For a Truck Series regular on an off week, that is probably a great finish. And let me remind you, in an underfunded team, merged with HRE, if you know what I mean. So, good for them. For Cup, I am going to say Bubba Wallace deserves the driver of the day. So, that's pretty good, if you know what I mean. Alright, I've put my college picks into the college football smash chat. So, that way I can participate. So, yeah. Nothing going on as far as the NR report, so, that's good.
No, you are not running off of that and dragging it through the house.
The only person you can drag around the house is Orman, who's naked.
Wait, so what you're telling me is Cody and Ormy are running naked through class. Okay, accepted.
Alright, let's get into the breaking news stories. Monza, speaking of Monza, they signed a 5-year extension before this weekend to continue hosting the Italian Grand Prix through 2024. Your take on that, Taylor?
Oh, wow. I mean, I think that would be a pretty good move. Keeping them coming back to the racetrack. I would say that was a pretty good move that they made.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I really think... But you can go drag a naked Ormy. So, yeah. So, next topic is that, if I can find any, oh good lord, Elmo and Cookie. You're just glad that my son is not in this chat, or he's gonna beat the living crap out of both of you guys. So, Taylor, I want to ask you guys this question regarding about what happened on Saturday during knockout qualifying Q3. How crazy was that qualifying session at Monza? Because that was probably one of the most craziest one, like what we saw at Auto Club. Would you absolutely agree?
Yeah, I would have to agree. That's some pretty wild and crazy stuff.
Oh, there is Blue Junior. Speaking of Blue Junior, he's like, Dad! Hello, Cookie Monster? Said Blue Junior. Yes. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, but that qualifying session was pretty wild and crazy, no
Oh no, I don't like the looks of this from this chip from between Cookie Monster and Elmo. Oh no. What? Why does Big Bird have to be involved, Greg? What on earth? Oh my god. Why? So that's pretty much all the breaking news stories we have. Now let's go over some paint schemes.
Are you kidding?
I'm surprised it's just you and me in this chat. That's the kind of surprising part.
Yeah, well, I do believe Cody's in class right now, in his last class of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Orm's trying to strip club right now.
Orm is trying to get a girl pregnant. That's what he's trying to do. That is accepted, right? Uh-oh. Blue Junior just said shut up. Okay, Blue Junior, why don't you and Cookie Monster and Elmo go have your fight in the forest? And then we'll drag Nathan Orman with you. Ain't that what Orman always does? Yep. Yeah, he's too busy looking at tender women on social media at the strip club is what he's doing, and Taylor will approve that. Alright, let's look at some paint scheme previews. Tim Slade, if you have not seen this paint scheme, Taylor, which I'll actually send it to you in the DM, Tim Slade is running a Jason Richards throwback from the schemes that he's run at Brad Johnson Racing. What do you think about that scheme?
Let me get over there.
It's in your DM, by the way. I really like that scheme, if you ask me.
Cub Cadet Mowers is sponsoring him? What?
I'm asking myself, how is that possible? That's what I don't get, so.
Alliance Truck Parts, Freightliner.
Yeah. I really do like that scheme, if you ask me. Greg Biffle, I want to point this out. Greg Biffle will be at Surfers Paradise in October, racing in Stadium Super Trucks during the Gold Coast 600. How about that? MSR Supercars will run a retro livery at the Super Chief Auto Bathurst 1000. That's going to be interesting. Trying to see if there's any other paint schemes. We all seen Jeremy Clements' paint scheme. I haven't seen any other paint schemes as far as that's concerned. Since GoFor's not here, we don't have any sports news. So, let me tell everybody on Messenger we are about to do predictions. So. Accepted. Oh, Joyland. Oh no, not Oscar the Grouch. Okay, I have a dumb question to ask you, Taylor. Did we even invite Sesame Street characters to come join the weekly show chat, or what's the deal? If so, I'm blaming this on Orman, and Orman accepted. That is accepted. I don't think we have any other stuff to go over. Yeah. So, there is currently no injury report for the PCSRA injury report, so brought to you by Mercy. Slow down by an arthritis, a broken bone, or a sports injury, count on Mercy to help restore your broken bones and your orthopedic life. Call Mercy Orthopedics today. Mercy and the PCSRA, a great partnership for almost a decade. Oh, Greg, do not... Okay, Greg, why are you bringing Cartoon Network characters to join this chat? I'm going to smack Greg. Accept it.
Shut up, dog. There's nothing out there.
Just like my dog, who doesn't want to stop barking. Oh boy. Anyway, so with that said, why don't we go ahead and preview our races? This week we have Auckland for Supercars, we have Laguna Seca for IMSA, Las Vegas for NASCAR, and Nürburgring for DTM's penultimate race. Let's start with Auckland. Glad to see, so, Taylor, this is the last two races until we get to the Enduros for Auckland. We're on the other side, heading to New Zealand's Pukekohe Raceway, which, by the way, hosted the NSRA Oreo Truck Series, Mobil 1 Cup Series, and Snickers Cup Series on Seth's channel. What do you think we're going to see at Pukekohe Raceway? Do you think we're going to see some very exciting racing so far in those races, or do you think it could be a lot different? By the way, Blue Junior, did you have a good day at school? I like it when he says dad. Yeah, he's the small version. Blue Junior YouTube channel is like the red version of Travis, so what do you expect? Okay, with that all taken care of, let us get into predictions presented by Courtyard by Marriott. Let me tell everybody in the general chat about to do picks for our race weekend. The principal gave you an award. I wonder what kind of award. If it's you smacking Orman, I will accept that. And Taylor would too. Shut up, Elmo! Oh, Joyland. Anyway, so, getting into... Gonna be a good race, I can tell you. So, next race to preview... If I can go back to my week... Oh, gosh dang it, I don't want the talk show, you stupid phone. So, we're going to Laguna Seca twice, because we have IMSA this week, IndyCar next week. Taylor, give me a key of the race for Laguna Seca. What do you think we could see there? I agree, Elijah. Sorry.
Got some double tight turns on the racetrack, so I think patience is going to be key and not being too aggressive right as soon as the green flag drops. So I think patience is probably going to be a key.
Yeah. Plus, I also remember that track used to host the runoffs, and it made it very interesting indeed, if you ask me. So, next one we're going to preview is the Nürburgring. This is the penultimate race weekend for DTM, because their finale is in October. What do you think we'll see at the Nürburgring in both sprint and the feature race?
I think we'll see Cody running
Accepted. Nice derp, Greg, you derping grandpa. Nobody roasted you.
I
Yes. By the way, Taylor, whatever you do not look at the NFL chat. You're going to say your favorite word.
What did you do?
You don't. You probably are going to say your favorite word in about 3 seconds.
Okay then. Wait. What were Giants fans doing at Gillette Stadium to begin with?
Yeah, I'm asking myself, what on earth?
Because the Patriots were playing the Steelers, not the Giants.
Oh my god. Hi, Great Lakes. Speaking of Great Lakes, hi. We're in the PCSRA server if you want to come join us. Okay, yeah, I'm about to... You know what, Greg? You know what you're going to do, Taylor? You're going to go smack Giants fans for showing up to a Steelers game. Accept it.
You know what? That is accepted.
Yes. So, let's talk about Las Vegas. So, we're going from Indianapolis, which is like a 2.5-mile track, to Las Vegas Motor Speedway, you know. Now, you and I talked about this in the spring, that we didn't know what to expect with the rules package, you know, the 2019 rules package. We saw kind of what a preview was in the spring race with this rules package. So with that being said, do you think we're going to see anything different from Las Vegas so far? Or do you think we might see a lot more passing as far as this race package is concerned, the 2019 rules package, that is?
Well, last time we were at Vegas was in the spring, and you know, I would have to say that race was pretty good. The new rules and everything, and all the new stuff that they changed over the off season this year. You know, so I think we'll see probably a lot similar stuff to what we saw back in the spring race, and yeah, I think we'll see a lot of competitiveness, and so, I mean, it didn't seem like the field really got spread out like they normally do at Vegas that much in the spring, so who knows? We'll have to see how the new package does at Vegas for the second time and the first time in the fall.
Yeah, because we don't know what to expect, but it's starting at like 7 Eastern, so the heat index is really going to be high, and we could see a lot of tempers there, if you ask me.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's get into our predictions, brought to you by Courtyard by Marriott. If you're brand new to this channel and you do not know how our predictions go, it goes like this. Driver to win, driver to stay away from, driver you predict as the dark horse. Remember, for trucks, this is something new we're doing for this year's weekly show of 2019. You get to do predictions for drivers you think will get eliminated from the playoffs. Speaking of the points, let's document the points situation going into this weekend. First, let's start with the global standings. So coming into the global standings, Cody Smart has now got a 25-point advantage. He has 249 points in the books. Zachary Taylor second, 25 points back at 224. I'm still in third place at 208 points in the bag. Nathan Orman fourth at 194 points. Cody Goforth needs a miracle. He rounds out the top 5 in fifth. And then David Heller sixth, Derek Hamill seventh, Kyle England eighth with 4, 3, and 2 points respectively for that group. Going into leaving Indianapolis, going to Vegas. This is the standings. As who just joined? Oh, it's Great Lakes. Hi, Great Lakes. You're just in time for predictions. Now we just need to drag Father Ormy over here before I smack him with a baseball bat. Accept it. So coming into the Vegas weekend, which really could shake the points up, Cody Smart has 106 points in the books. He currently owns a 21-point lead over Nathan Orman, who is second place with 85 points. I'm in third place at 78 points. Really not that far away as far as that's concerned. Zachary Taylor is fourth. He's 5 points behind me at 73 points. So, my third place is still in jeopardy. So, yeah. Taylor's at 73. Kyle Langland is fifth with 63 points in the books. He's tied with David Heller at sixth with also 63 points. Cody Goforth is seventh with 57 points in the books. Ty Dent is eighth with 33 points in the books. Quentin Moore is ninth with 32 points in the books. Great Lakes completes the top 10. He has 16 points in the books. And then everybody below Great Lakes has mathematically been eliminated from having any chances at the title. Derek Hamill, who led at the beginning of the season but has not been making any predictions, and sadly he is the first one officially eliminated with 15 points, and Elijah rounds out the field with 12 points in the books. So that's going to be interesting. Alright. If you guys need the entry list, it's in both the Great Lakes server, and I've put it in the recording chat, so that way you guys can figure out the predictions. Remember, it's in the pin messages if you're looking for the entry list in the recording chat. Alright, Taylor, since you and I are the only ones here as far as the global standings is concerned, why don't you kick off the predictions? Starting with V8 Supercars, if I can find your name. Give me 1 second, I gotta find you. Wait, what? Oh, I found you. I found you, Taylor. Alright, kick it off. For the global standings for the for race 23 and 24, I'm gonna get to first. Who's your driver to stay away from?
Okay. If you hear me spitting and stuff over here, it's because I'm trying to get a hair out.
Okay,
Anyway,
that's fine.
yeah, and stuff like that, that's why. Okay, bye. And leave that alone, dog.
And leave that alone, dog, is my driver to stay away from. Just kidding.
Okay, for race 1, my driver 2, I am going to pick to stay away from. I'm going to say
Anton D. Oh, you stupid phone. Okay, I got it. Anton de Pasquale is your stay away from driver. Your dark horse.
How about we go with Mark Winterbottom?
As your dark horse. And your driver to win for race 23. Ooh. Oh my word. Race number 2, aka 24 of the championship. Now remember, the next time we're doing supercars, you have to pick 2 drivers to win and stay away from, okay? Yeah, because the Enduros will start. Dark horse.
You know what? I'm gonna go for a driver I really don't pick. This may come back to bite me, but I'm gonna say Will Davison is the dark horse.
Will Davidson. Alright, and your driver to win.
I will say Scotty Mack takes race 2.
Scotty Mack. Alright, for DTM Sprint, stay away from.
Okay. For my driver to stay away from, I will say Joel Erickson.
Alright, your dark horse for Sprint.
How about we go with Bruno Spangler?
Alright, just remember after we do the global, then we'll start the NASCAR picks. Alright, your driver to win. Luke Duvall as your driver to win. Not Logic, you stupid phone. Hey, phone, can I ask you a dumb question? Who is Logic Duvall? I know who Luke Duvall is, but who's Logic Duvall? My phone equals Dirt Master. Okay. Nice job, you derping phone. Yeah, Cookie Monster just made a derp, by the way, in the YouTube chat. Feature, stay away from.
Okay, I'll say Daniel Juncadella. I think that's how you pronounce his name.
Juncadella. I'll fix it, because my deal won't. Alright. Oh, you stupid phone! Would you quit being gay? Thank you. Anyway. I'll just say Daniel J, because I suck at typing. Anyway, Dark Horse. We want to thank you for that nice motivational belch, Taylor.
I'll say Renee Rast is my dark horse.
Renee Rast. And your driver to win.
I'll say Mike Rockenfeller is my driver.
Not Rocket, Rockenfeller. There we go.
Danny will now smack his phone for being a derping grandpa.
You know what, Taylor? I will accept that. And we want to thank Greggy for that nice motivational belch. Okay, Greg, I have another question. Which one are you talking about on series? Like, be more specific. As far as that's concerned. Anyway, let me go ahead and do my global picks. Get that out of the way. For race 23, my driver to win, Scott McLaughlin. Driver to stay away from. You know what? He's really have had a tough. He's really been. I don't know why I would pick him, but if I had to choose a driver to stay away from, I'm gonna say Todd Hazelwood as a driver to stay away from. Dark horse, I'm gonna take Jamie Whincup. I haven't picked him in a while for a dark horse. NASCAR is the one we're doing, Greg. So if you want to do your picks, please DM me so I can get you a roll made for NASCAR only. Race 24, driver to win. You know what? I'm going to go Fabian Coulthard. Yeah. I haven't picked Coulthard in a while. Gosh dang it, you stupid phone. Oh, now you made me derp. You made me derp on Coulthard. Not Clothart, Coulthard. Thank you.
Danny will smack his phone again.
You know what, Taylor? I will accept that. Stay away from Rick Kelly. Dark Horse. Shane Van Gisberg. Why not? For DTM. My driver to win, DTM. Whoops. For sprint, I'm going to go Renee Rast. My driver I predict to stay away from, I'm actually going to agree with Zachary Taylor. I'm going to say stay away from Joel Erickson. Well, I would agree with you, okay? Okay. Dark Horse, I'm going to go with Mike Rockenfeller. Feature, driver to win. Bruno Spangler. Driver to stay away from, Paul DeRester. Not Pale, Paul, you stupid phone. Dark Horse, I'm going to go with Renee Rast. Alright, there's our global picks. Everybody else will get their picks in a second. And we want to thank whoever just belched.
That was me.
Thank you, Taylor, for that nice motivational belch. Alright. Alright, everybody got their notepad ready for the predictions for Las Vegas? I'm going to just go ahead and say this since, remember to make your driver to stay away from difficult, okay? Okay. Don't try to be a Cody Smart here in the playoffs. Alright, Taylor, I'm going to start with you. Oh, wait. Whoops, I forgot to give Great Lake. Wait, did I give Great Lake? Yeah, I did. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I was just checking to see. Okay, Taylor, back to you. Starting with the trucks. Just remember, you got to... Just remember who you're going to pick for the playoff drivers who's getting eliminated. Just keep that in mind. It cannot be Brett Moffitt. Alright, go ahead, Taylor.
Okay, I'm actually debating between a couple things here. Okay. Here's what I'm going to make a crazy prediction about. Now, my driver to stay away from, I think, will be one of the drivers that will get eliminated. My driver to stay away from for trucks, I will say stay away from Austin Hill, and I think he'll get eliminated.
Ooh, you're saying Austin Hill's getting eliminated. Taylor, we'll see about that. We'll see if that your strategy pays off. Dark Horse.
Okay, my dark horse. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go for a crazy prediction, like I normally do. I'm gonna say Justin Johnson is the dark horse.
Oh. And your driver to win. Wow. Now, Since you already said Austin Hill, you predict to get eliminated. Who's your second choice and why?
Okay. Now this pick may come back to actually bite me, but because the driver's actually done pretty well this year, but with how the points are right now, he can still not make the next round in the truck. So, my other driver that I think will get knocked out, I'm going to say Grant Enfinger is going to get knocked out.
Ooh. By the way, I forgot to mention this for Xfinity. You think the playoff grid will stay the same or no?
I think 50-50 on that one.
Yeah. Because if it stays the same, all of us are getting 3 points. Just keeping that in mind. Because I'm not even going to do the Xfinity one, because who gets in the playoffs, because gentleman's agreement, everybody's in a must-win, and the chances of them winning is slim to none. So, just keeping that in mind. Alright, stay away from Xfinity.
Oh, wow. I'll say Riley Herbst.
Good choice, good choice. Since I believe this is his first time at Vegas, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Strange to see the 18 car going to Vegas without the name Kyle Busch in it.
Yeah.
Dark horse.
Okay. You know what? It's time for crazy prediction number 10.
Oh, wonderful.
Crazy prediction number 2 drivers that I think will get eliminated.
Well, that too.
Yeah. Okay. So technically this is crazy prediction number 4. Now, last time this driver was in this car, he did a great job. So you know what? I'm going to take Landon Castle as my dark
Wow.
star.
And he's driving Morgan Shepherd's machine, so that's a really bold prediction.
Yeah, well then again, he did finish in the top 20 last time. So...
driver to win, rather. I butchered it. Okay.
Okay, who on earth is Tyler Matthews?
I think he's running for,
He's in the JD Motorsports car, but who on earth is Tyler Matthews?
I don't know where Orman is. I'm about to ask Orman. Are you guys looking at the... thank you, Great Lakes.
I think Ormy's in the strip club.
Yeah. Okay. I'll put those in there. Now I need Orman's, and now I need Cody's picks. Okay. Go ahead. Check.
Okay.
Need to check to see if David's... Let me tell David and Q-Man. Okay, go ahead, Taylor.
Okay.
You're on driver to win.
You know what? I'll take Cole Custer.
Ooh, you're taking the Custer man. Alright, Cup, driver stay away from.
I know a few candidates I will not pick for driver to stay away from, because I may potentially pick them as my dark horse. So my driver to stay away from. Oh man. Okay, as much as I do not want to pick driver to stay away from, I think I will, because he's been having a roller coaster year. I'll say Eric Almirola is a driver to stay away from.
Ooh. Alright, good pick. Driver, that is the dark horse. Yeah, this is the difficult part.
I'll take the. Give me Rowdy, I guess, for my dark horse.
Kyle Busch.
Yes.
And your driver to win.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take a little bit of a risk here.
Crazy prediction number 5, I'm gonna say.
This could be considered crazy prediction and not really crazy prediction because the driver does finish in the top half of the field all the time.
Yeah.
Unless he has mechanical failure or something like that. My driver to win, I'm gonna take the Napa machine of Chase Elliott.
Chase Elliott. Alright, so before I get to my predictions, let me go ahead and read let me just tell. Do not have Orman's picks. Orman hasn't sent me predictions. I have not seen David or Q-Man's picks. Probably Q-Man might go with mine. Great Lakes made his predictions. At least he got the predictions right, because he forgot to do Xfinity, so I gave him random Xfinity picks. So anyway, for Great Lakes, here's what he said. For trucks, he said, okay, Brent Moffitt. Who is Brent Moffitt? I know who Brett Moffitt is, but who's Brent Moffitt? That's going to the NASCAR Xfinity Series list. Anyway, Brett Moffitt is the driver to win. Austin Hill's the driver to stay away from. Matt Crafton, the dark horse. And the 2 drivers he picks to get eliminated are Johnny Sauter and Tyler Ankrum. For Xfinity, he said Tyler Reddick is the driver to win. Cole Custer is the driver to stay away from. Justin Allgaier as the dark horse. For Cup, he said Kyle Busch, the driver to win. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is the driver to stay away from. And Joey Logano as the dark horse. Greg's sending me predictions. I'll add him to the NASCAR standings since... Yeah. Alright, so while I'm waiting for Greg to get his predictions... We're telling Cody, okay, Taylor?
I just told Cody that Great Lakes dirt.
So Great Lakes got a board for a dirt point, so anyway. Alright, so now it's me while I'm waiting for everybody else to make their predictions.
And Danny's gonna predict that Cody is the driver.
Oh, Joyland. Okay, so the driver to win. You know what? I'm going to agree with you, Taylor. I'm actually going to take risk, and this could either hurt me or help me. Okay, driver to win. I think you should have taken this driver. Guess what? It's going to be Tyler Ankrum as the driver to win. Now he's mine. You have lost to be vanquished in your own Orman losing son. Accept it. Driver to stay away from. Oh boy. Oh, this one's really going to be a tough one. I'm in a tough vote with you, Taylor. If there's one driver I really just feel like he could be a driver to stay away from as far as I'm concerned, I have to say stay away. I'm going to say stay away from Spencer Boyd. My dark horse. I'm going to go with Matt Crafton. Now the fun part begins. First driver to get eliminated. I was really... Let me pull up the standings, if you don't mind, Taylor. By the way, Jayski, nice derp. Jayski, you derp. Jayski, let me ask you a question. What are you saying since 36 cars are entered? You mean 39 cars are entered, you derping website? Congratulations, Jayski, you derping grandpa. I'm putting in this recording chat if you don't believe me. Nice derp, Jayski. I'm telling everybody in the Victory in Jesus chat. Jayski said there's 36 cars and not 39. Yeah, 39 team and drivers for 40 spots since 36. Nice derp. You forgot the other 3 cars. Congratulations, Jayski. You get a dirt point. First driver to get eliminated. Let me pull up the standings now that we had to get that out of the way. Okay, here it is. First one to get eliminated. Oh, that's 2018. I want 2019. Where's 2019? Hang on 1 second. I need to find 2019. I was really kind of torn. Oh, that's not what I want. God damn it, Jace. God damn it. I want race results. There we go. Driver's points. My first driver that's going to get eliminated, I'm actually going to take a big risk. I am going to say Austin Hill will be my first driver officially eliminated. Second choice, I had a tough one as far as that's concerned. Greg, you derp. Sheldon Creed did not make the playoffs, you derp. Sheldon Creed did not make the playoffs, you derping grandpa. Second driver to get eliminated. I'm going to say Johnny Sauter is going to get eliminated. That is a big risk I just took. We'll see if it plays out. Let me just tell him who are the 8 drivers in the playoffs so that way he can stop derping. Before he gets smacked. Alright, okay, 10-4 David. Let me tell him, you cannot pick Moffitt. And yeah, apparently Greg has had more derp lessons with his sister than his brotherhood. Anyway, for Xfinity, driver to win, I'm actually going to go with a risk. If I can go to my Xfinity picks. You know what? I am going to stun you, Taylor. Elliott Sadler is my driver to win. You should have picked him. Dun, 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 dun. Driver to stay away from. This one was also another risky pick I was not looking forward to. But if there was a driver I think you definitely need to pick to stay away from, I'm going to say stay away from Brandon Jones. My dark horse. Last time I picked this driver at Las Vegas, it didn't work, so I'm going to change it up a bit. I am going to go with... I'm going to go with Jeremy Clements as the dark horse. Now to my Cup picks. My driver to win. If I remember correctly, I need to figure out who won the last time we were at Vegas, so I can figure this out. Who won at Vegas? That is not what I want. I did not want the schedule. I want the results, you derping phone.
Wasn't it Keselowski?
No, it was Joey Logano. Yeah, it was Joey Logano.
Yeah.
I'm going to... Actually, I'm going to pick Joey Logano as my dark horse. So Logano will be my dark horse. Not accepted, Taylor.
What did I do?
Driver to stay away from. I think he's going to have problems in the first race like he did last year. Kevin Harvick as my driver to stay away from.
What did I do?
What you said in the YouTube chat, you derping grandpa. Get your hearing aids checked. Driver to win. Brad Keselowski is my driver to win.
Hey, you. What did I do in the YouTube chat?
You're saying I'm driving with Barbie Voiles, so that's not accepted. Yep, I picked Brad Keselowski to win Vegas for the second year in a row. So, alright, let me read Greg Rutz's picks since he made predictions. Actually, Greg, you did not give me a second driver.
Good job, you derp grandpa.
Let me let him know.
Cody's naked, right?
But I can go through his predictions since he did not give me his second driver to get eliminated. Okay, for trucks, he says Austin Hill is the driver to win. Todd Gillen is to stay away from. Tyler Dipple as the dark horse. His two drivers to get eliminated, Stuart Friesen and Matt Crafton. That's interesting. Xfinity, he took Cole Custer as the driver to win. Austin Cindric, the driver to stay away from. Ryan Truex as the dark horse. For Cup, he said Kurt Busch is the driver to win. Kyle Larson is the driver to stay away from. And Brad Keselowski as the dark horse. David Heller just put his predictions in the chat. Let me read them to you. Actually, David just made a derp. He said last two drivers into the next round. You mean two drivers that get eliminated. Nice derp. Okay, I have another question to ask you. Who's Ben Rhodes? I know who Ben Rhodes is, but who's Ben Rhodes? You need to go tell Cody. Go tell Cody. But anyway, here's what he said for predictions. He said Grant Enfinger is the driver to win. Matt Crafton is the driver to stay away from. Ben Rhodes as the dark horse, not Ben Rhodes. His two drivers... Actually, he also made a derp because Brett Moffitt is into the next round of the playoffs, so you need to give me a replacement one. And he said Ross Chastain could get eliminated. Yeah. So David needs to correct. Brett Moffitt is already locked. Let me let him know.
Stop that, both of you.
Yeah, I just let him know. For Xfinity, he took Cole Custer as the driver to win. Brandon Jones as the driver to stay away from. Christopher Bell's the dark horse. Cup, he said Kyle Busch the driver to win. William Byron the driver to stay away from. And Brad Keselowski as the dark horse. Alright. So let us begin with final thoughts. Let me let him know. I'm letting David know in the weekly show messenger. Yeah. Anyway, let's start with final thoughts. I'm going to start with you, Taylor. Your final thoughts so far. What do you expect to see in the playoffs coming up? He has replaced Moffitt with Austin Hill. David, just to let you know. Sorry to cut you off.
So hopefully we don't see any drivers getting injured like we just saw this previous racing weekend. And hopefully you'll stay safe and everything. And hopefully you will possibly see an upset winner. You never know.
Yeah, Moffitt is the only one in the next round. Everybody else could get eliminated. Yeah, as far as that's concerned. Alright, I will see you in a Discord call coming up, Taylor, with the rest of the group. Alright. So, it's going to be very interesting to see how that will play out. So, yeah. Anyway, let's look at this week's upcoming PCSRA weekly show events presented by Andy's Frozen Custard. Next week, we are going to recap Las Vegas. We're going to recap Auckland. We're going to recap Nürburgring. And also the, if I can go back down here to my agenda, Laguna Seca. We'll actually preview Laguna Seca for IndyCar, so that'll be good. We'll go through the NR report, top stories, which is the breaking stories, paint scheme previews, sports news, if any PCSRA injury news, if we have any. We'll look at the Laguna Seca for IndyCar, Richmond for Xfinity and Cup, Xfinity's first race of the playoffs, Cup's second race of the playoffs, and the Singapore Grand Prix at Marina Bay for the FIA Formula One World Championship. That's a look at this week's upcoming PCSRA weekly show events, presented by Andy's Frozen Custard, as I hit the wrong button. The Oklahoma Highway Safety Office is a proud partner of the PCSRA weekly show, as well as Oklahoma Sports, and we remind our friends together that we can end DUI. Visit enduyok.com for more details. Want to thank everybody: Elijah Leonard, Zachary Taylor, Kyle Langland, Great Lakes, Nathan Orman, and all of our great amazing friends for joining us. Our statistician Caleb Hobbs, producer and engineer Zachary Fitzwater, Jackie Tang, and Alex Hawkins, and Greg Rutz running the show for us back in our PCSRA Network studios. Final score, one final time, from Norman, Oklahoma at Owen Field on a Saturday night in football. It was Oklahoma 70 and South Dakota State 14. Until next week, when we recap Auckland, Laguna Seca for IMSA to be exact, Las Vegas and Nürburgring, take you through the NR report, take you through the breaking news stories, paint scheme previews, sports news, if any, the PCSRA injury report, and we look ahead to the final race of IndyCar at Laguna Seca, NASCAR from Richmond Raceway, and the Singapore Grand Prix for the FIA Formula One World Championship. This is Danny Volo saying, Sooners win! And Boomer Sooner, everybody!
This PCSRA Weekly Show broadcast has been brought to you by Brahms Ice Cream and Dairy Stores. For over 51 years, it's the proud sponsor of the PCSRA Weekly Show. The PCSRA Weekly Show was also brought to you by Budweiser, Love's Travel Stops, iHeartMedia, The Oklahoman, Newcastle Casino, Devon Energy, Sonic, and by the Oklahoma Highway Safety Office, where together we can end DUI. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the PCSRA Sports Network. Copyright 2019 by the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association.